In this video, we're going to talk about how to define marketing groups. That is, we'll look at how to group your contacts, either people or offices. Before we look at how to create the groups, though, let's talk about the different kinds of groups we need. First of all, you want to group people geographically, so that when you make office visits, you can pull up contacts in the same region. Often these geographic groups correspond to your different sales routes. You also want to group people to distinguish between established lead sources with high potential, and lead sources that currently aren't likely to yield a lot. You'll market to each of these groups differently. Finally, you want to group contacts based on interest that you might market to specially. People who attend CE classes, people who like golf, and so on. This way, when you schedule an event or hold a golf tournament or want to give away some tickets, you can easily single out the appropriate contacts. Each contact can be in multiple groups, so keep all of these in mind as you create your groups. Now let's talk about how to actually create the groups in Chronicle. First, let's talk about how to add many people to a group at once. Especially when you're initially setting your groups up, you may want to add a bunch of people at once. If you have 80 agents, you might divide them into 4 sales routes. Rather than adding each person individually, you can add them in batches. To do this, go to the People tab and use any query on the left to get the people you want. Here we'll use the query by category to get all of the agency contacts. You could do the same thing for offices. We're merely using people as our example. For each person that you want to add to your group, check the box at the right of the person's name, and then in the toolbar at the top of the screen, click Add to Group. To add the contacts to a group you've already created, click Add to an existing group and select the group to add them to. If you're not sure if a contact is already in an existing group, it's fine to add the person again. Chronicle will only add a contact who isn't already there, so you won't end up with duplicates. To create a new group, click Create a New Group and enter a name for the group. Click Save and Chronicle will add the members to the group. You can also change multiple groups for a particular contact within the person or office file. This is most often useful when you've already established groups and you add a new contact. You might want to add the new contact to several groups at once. Go to the People tab, find the contact you want. Double-click the person to open the person's file. Then go to the Group Key Dates Marketing tab. In the Groups section at the top left, click Add Change and check every group to add the contact to. If the contact was already in groups, you could also uncheck groups to remove the person from those groups. X out of the window when done. The person is now in the new groups. Once you've established groups, if you want to change them, you can add or delete contacts from groups within the Group Manager. You get to the Group Manager either from the tools on your home page or from the toolbar on the Groups and Recalls page. In the Group Manager, you can copy people from one group to another. For example, suppose a sales route has become too large. Simply create a new group, then select the members to copy from the original group. Copy them from the old group to the new group. When you do this, Chronicle asks if you want to leave them in the original group or remove them from the original group after copying. Once your groups are defined, other videos talk about how to track your marketing efforts and how to evaluate your results.